Ready?
Okay.
Hi, welcome to Think Tank Tuesday.
Welcome.
I'm Ellie Shifka. I'm Senior Graphic Designer here at Potrats.
And I'm Haley. I'm a graphic designer here at Potrats.
So to start out, we're just going to talk a little bit about what we do. And what we do is be awesome.
Yes.
Always.
As designers, it's the best thing that you can be.
But what I like to tell people when they ask what graphic design is that design is communication made beautiful. The most important thing is that whatever you want to communicate is conveyed to your audience. But we also want to make it look good. I mean, yeah, we could just put text on a piece of paper, and sometimes that is the optimum way, especially when communicating a lot of stuff. But we also want to make it look nice.
Yeah.
And sometimes some projects do call for the big, bombastic, busy, crazy stuff, and that's always fun. But at the end of the day, we're communicators.
Exactly. We want our message to get across, and we want to get it across in a wonderful, beautiful way.
Yeah. So today we're going to tell you about three things designers want you to know. And that goes for just about everybody. We'll say the you is everybody, but especially if you're someone who's going to work with designers, whether you're employing them, whether you're contracting them, whether you just have a friend and you would like a logo for your business and you just want them to kick you something.
I was just going to say that I feel like design comes into everybody's life at some point or another. And it's something that most people are going to look for, whether it's like the logo design or wedding photography even. This list and this breakdown of 3 things that you should know will be beneficial to you.
Yeah. The first thing that we want you to know is we like structure. We are artists, but we're commercial artists. And our goal is to have a finished product that you're going to like. Just like if you were a carpenter, I could go up to you and say, Haley, make me a table.
Yep. And I would just make something.
Like, well, Haley.
My first thought. I mean, if somebody just says make a table, I'm just going to make a table.
Yeah, like Haley could bring this table to me and be like, I wanted something that was circular. I wanted something more modern.
You wanted something that was for your dining room and not maybe your living room.
Yeah.
Like a coffee table.
But how was Haley going to know that? I just said, be creative. Make me a table.
Right.
Yeah.
We need to know details.
I mean, just for the practical thing of my time is valuable, your time is valuable.
Exactly.
But also because if I know exactly what Haley wants, I can then work in the confines of what she wants. Or I guess in this example, it's vice versa.
It is.
Because I'm the carpenter.
Yeah.
I'm the carpenter.
Okay. You're the talent.
So Haley might say, I want a circular table, but that gives me still plenty of freedom. And that's especially with what we do here. We work with a lot of brands that are very strict.
Yes.
And do have very, rigid guidelines. But we can still have fun in that. We just need to know what's expected.
Yes. For example, if you're doing a President's Day campaign, we need to know maybe what kind of colors you're looking for or what kind of vehicles you're trying to advertise. Because if you're just doing a President's Day campaign and you want to advertise a truck and we put a car in the creative, we need to know that you're looking for a truck and not a car.
Yeah.
In a broken down, simpler way is how I'm trying to explain
Maybe
it.
you have no cars to sell in your inventory. Well, we didn't know.
Exactly.
The second thing is kind of ties into that. We like feedback.
Yeah.
You're never going to hurt our feelings if you say you want to change something.
Constructive criticism is crucial in the design business because we need to know what it is that you'd like to see changed in a constructive way.
Yeah. Now, Haley can come to me with a table, and maybe I just don't get it. Maybe Haley has figured out that, like, you know what? Given the way that you sit, given the size of your family, this table is perfect. So she'll come back and she'll say, well, I'm an expert and this is what I think, and I can take that into consideration. So there might be a little pushback because Haley is someone who knows what she's doing, and designers for the most part do know what they're doing. Not all of them. You will run into someone who thinks
those Craigslist specials.
I mean, you don't need a degree to be a great designer. It is helpful, but, you know, if someone who, like, throws a clip art frog on a piece of paper with the text graphic design is my passion and Comic Sans, okay, they're not, like, a qualified designer.
That may be a hobby.
But, you know, they, for the most part, when you're working with a professional designer, they know what they're doing, and it's good to take that into consideration. That said, you know, you need to know, you know, what I'm looking for. And if I just am not liking something, you need to know so you don't do it again.
And also, too, I have a really good example. This has happened once in the past, but it was requested that we make a half-page print ad, and it didn't have any of the dimensions in it. And there's multiple sized papers around, and you would need to know exactly what the dimensions are for that half-page print ad.
Yeah. Or maybe I asked Haley to make me an ad, and I hate orange, and she keeps giving me these ads with orange. If I never tell her that I hate orange, she's going to keep giving me something I hate. For the record, I don't hate orange.
We love orange here.
Yeah.
That's like our color.
We're orange people.
Exactly.
But, you know, so the more feedback, the better.
Exactly.
And then the third is that designers like simplicity.
Yes.
Less is more.
Yes.
If I have a million pieces of information, first of all, it's just going to be difficult for us to design. But even more, like if a customer sees just like an ad just chock full and everything is huge and everything's in starburst, like what's the most important piece of information?
They don't know, and oftentimes your eye doesn't know where to go first, and they completely overlook the information and throw that ad right in the garbage.
I mean,
not all times if it's designed well, but if there's a lot of things on the paper and they don't know what to look at first, it can be overwhelming. And a rule of design is that the design has to get across in 3 seconds or 5 seconds. The information of the design has to get across in about 3 seconds. So if you have a lot going on, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, we can make it work. I mean, we'll probably come back to you and say, hey, what is the most important thing here? Is it that it's the big, bombastic Bob's crazy bargain blowout and that's what you want? Or is the message that I'm selling all these glow sticks for 99 cents each? And that's kind of, I mean, I would say the 99 cents each is the most important because money is important to people.
And that's a great deal.
But, you know, maybe you're just all about branding that event. Well, then I know, okay, that is the most important thing. And everything else is going to be a little smaller. And if the ad size gets smaller and smaller and I need to strip out information just so it works, I'm not going to touch the thing that you want to stay in there. That's going to stay. But maybe the fifth picture of a glow stick is going to go.
Yeah. The not so important information goes first.
Yeah. There's a quote, and I don't remember who said it, and I'm probably going to misquote, but it's essentially, design is finished not when there's more to add, but when there's nothing else to take away.
I like that. It also, this is something a little bit unrelated to design, but more into fashion. Always take one thing off before you leave the house.
Yeah.
Like an accessory. And it just, less is more in a lot of things in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, there are always exceptions to every rule. I mean, the first two of our things we want you to know, there are no exceptions. Give us all the information, give us the feedback. But
yeah.
But for aesthetic reasons, like I said in the beginning, Chipotle bags can be just a riotous explosion of doodles, but it works for them.
It does.
And
I love them.
But that's more about, I'm going to make an impression of just, we're creative. And that's a simple message. The simple message is, we like creativity, we like to be cool. We want you to be excited to get these bags.
Because especially, too, if you're ordering Chipotle with some friends, even their little cups that they have, it's like, ooh, my cup says this. What does your cup say? Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I love it.
Yeah, it's not that I have to look at that bag to find out how much I'm going to have to pay for this. If I want that, I look up the menu, and the menu is just burrito, steak, 6 whatever.
Yeah, their menu never changes.
Yeah. So that is the rule with a little wiggle room. And I think a lot of aesthetic choices with design always have a little bit of wiggle room. You'll find designers who say that the only good design is if it's Helvetica.
Yes.
And it is left justified, ragged right, and that's it.
Yep.
And that makes some beautiful designs, but that's not always the best choice.
Exactly. Helvetica is used in most signage, I believe.
Yeah.
In New York City especially.
Yeah, Helvetica, Futura.
All of the subway signs are in Helvetica.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool when you look for that and you see that kind of stuff. It's just cool. It's a cool thing to see. I like it.
All right. So to recap, number 1, we like structure.
Yes.
We're artists, but we're commercial artists. We want to know what you want in the product.
We have a message with our art.
Yeah. Number 2, give us feedback. Even if you hate something, at least we'll know. We'll have a direction. Number 3, when you're giving us content to put in your ad, less is more.
Yes.
And that's, I mean, granted, if you're selling anything, like there's always going to be certain information you have to have in there because legal is a thing. But still, ultimately in design, less is more, simple is better. If you feel you have to have 20 starbursts in your ad, maybe you don't really know what you're doing. Maybe you need to take a step back and figure out...
And that's what we're here for, to tell them that doesn't always work.
Maybe you have to step back and figure out, what do I actually want to say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The main message. And getting that message across in 3 or 5 seconds.
Yes.
So we don't lose our audience.
All right. So I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah, me too. This was a really great Think Tank Tuesday. Next time, people leave a comment if you're interested in graphic design. If there's anything that you want us to talk about design on the next Think Tank Tuesday or a future Think Tank Tuesday.
Yeah.
This is Allie and me, Haley. We have 2 other designers on our team, and we would love to talk more about design.
Put in comments. We'll answer some on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Maybe see if we can do another think tank. It'd be pretty cool. I mean, Paul is the star for a reason. He's pretty good at these.
Yes.
But we'll try and steal it from him.
Put some comments in, and we'll put something together for you. Something really fun and interesting.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.